Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Mitch from We in Tennessee. Today's video, I'm going to be taking you back to California, and I know you're like, no! The story is coming out of California, and it hits home to me because I'm a fellow teacher, and hey, when you start messing with teachers, that's when it hits home for this guy. So the article that I read, a teacher from the Harupa School District. And that hits home to me because that was in Riverside County, which is where I'm from in California. So she's a PE teacher and she was fired. Now, the situation gets a little grainy for me because I was trying to read what exactly happened and it didn't really give a lot of specifics to it. So in California, they have a law that says that you can't disclose to parents the student's gender, I think they call it status identity. And so the teacher basically refused to keep that disclosed. And I don't know if that was because of a situation that happened or if this was a preemptive strike saying if that situation comes up, I'm just going to disclose that information. And so the school district basically fired her and said, you're not abiding by this law. And that hits home for me because that just drives me nuts. There was a time where in California, my principal said, hey guys, you cannot be lining up your kids, boy, girl. If a boy that identifies as a girl wants to go into the girls' locker room, you can't do anything about it. And in my mind, I said, I'm not going to let a boy go into the girls' locker room, no matter what they say. And it's supposed to be all about privacy and safety, and letting a boy into the girls' locker room is not about safety. And I would have lost my job over that one. Trust me, I would have not let any person go into a locker room that should not have been there. And so, again, just because I'm a fellow teacher, this really hits home. And I know how, just the feeling of your job being taken away. I know where that rests. That's why we left California. I didn't want to have to be forced into some COVID mandate. And if I didn't cooperate, I was going to just be let go. And so I feel the same way, and I would have done the same thing. There's no way in the world that you're going to let a boy go into a girl's locker room, no matter what they identify as. And, just to not inform parents about situations like this. I mean, come on, right now, you're supposed to inform parents about everything. And to not disclose this, I mean, there's an all-out war on our kids, guys. Abortion, this transgender issue. There's so many things that are attacking the kids. And, to me, I teach second grade. They're the most defenseless, naive, and we're supposed to be, we're supposed to be their anchor. We're supposed to be watching out for them. And for all of this to be blown out where, now we can't protect them, it just drives me crazy. And so being here in Tennessee, I feel torn because I feel like here we have that ability to protect them. We have the government and the laws backing that. But I feel so bad for the kids back in California because, man, I had so many students back there that I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like they're being attacked and I'm not there to protect them. And I mean, there's only so much I know I can do. But I don't know, guys, you can throw this one down in the comment section, but it just really irks me that California, for all the reasons that I left, the kids it hits home a lot harder than all the other things. And for everybody, it's different. Homelessness might hit somebody different. Whatever COVID mandates might hit somebody different. But when you teach kids for your living, for your passion, and then these laws, these crazy, wacky laws that somehow are disguised as protecting them. I mean, come on, kids, these are students. They're going through issues. They're going through confusion. And to be able to, for some school, and this is the part that's confusing too. I was telling my wife, I'm like, who would be the one that would go with a student to have some type of transgender operation? You know, it almost sounded like, you know, the school nurse, if she feels like she needs to take, you know, a student and find out about transgender issues, that they don't need to disclose that to the parents, you know, and privacy for the students. I mean, come on. We don't let them go on iPads without some type of protection, you know. And so I don't want to beat this too hard in the head, but you know, when you guys find the time, pray for the kids of this world, pray for the kids of the United States, because so much is coming at them. The enemy is just wreaking havoc on them. And we have to be the ones to stand in the gap and go, you know what, I'm going to stick up for you, because it doesn't seem like our government and governments of California are not looking out for these kids. You know, they're just throwing them to the wolves, letting them fend for themselves and trying to make decisions without parental consent. I don't know, it just drives me nuts, guys. I'm just really passionate about this one. And again, thank you, Tennessee, that I'm in a place where the kids are protected. But, you know, in some of these states where laws are just being created to, I don't know, fulfill an agenda, it's not sitting well in my book, and we need to pray against that kind of stuff. So sorry to be really angry about this, but this one really hits home for me. And you know, if you guys get a chance, again, pray for the kids of the country, pray for the kids of California, because man, I got so many former students that just need that protection. They need this, you know, government to take their hands off and be able to have these kids be able to be protected. And come on, you know, if you had a daughter that was going to a school, you would not let any boy in that locker room. I don't care what they say. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys that watch, you subscribe, you comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video.